Yes, Namit.
Sir, can you go to the very first slide?
Yeah.
Sir, what does yoga? Sir, yoga itself means union, but yoga of division between divine and demonical. So, what does that mean?
Okay. Good question, Namit. So, yoga means there are two and they become one.
Yeah.
So, the whole of Bhagavad Gita is full of different yogas. There are 18 chapters. Each chapter has a name, yoga. Very first chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Then Sankhya Yoga. Like that, each chapter ends with a name called yoga. So this chapter's name is Daiva Sura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. So in life, when you're growing up and when you look around, you see different kinds of people, different behaviors. Some people tend to be very possessive. They take things from others, and whatever is theirs, they don't want to share. They get angry very easily. And you will notice other people who are very kind, forgiving, they share. So you look around and you will see different qualities. So you may be wondering, oh, life is full of that and this, good and bad, right and wrong, just like how day and night. So you can get into, oh, there are divisions in life. So through the Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, Sri Krishna is teaching that life has different qualities, because based on the mind, different qualities are exhibited. However, what is the quality of a person who has realized the God's nature? What is the qualities of a Sadguru? So to help you discriminate, to help you realize what is the permanent nature, what is the divine nature. You can know one from the another only when there is a contrast. You can know day only when there is night. You can know heads only when there is tails. So to help you realize that, in this yoga, in this adhyaya, Sri Krishna is bringing clarity to the mind about divine and demonic qualities. And when you realize the impermanent nature of the demonic qualities, for example, can you always be angry, Namit?
No, sir.
You may become angry for some time, but when anger vanishes, what remains?
Peace.
Excellent. So you see, peace is permanent. Anger is something that comes and goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So whatever is there continuously, sometimes our mind doesn't recognize. So, but when something comes and goes, anger came and went. So people may say, I got very angry. But then what remains even after anger has gone? Peace. So when you realize that, then there is yoga. No more separation. No more the mind will get disturbed, because you have realized now that something comes and goes. Anger can come and go, but the peace is forever remaining. So in that way, through the Daiva Asura Sampad Vibhaga, to discriminate. Vibhaga means to discriminate. By helping us to discriminate between the divine and the demonic qualities, Sri Krishna is teaching us how to be in yoga. Is this clear to you, Namit, now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, should I go to explanation? Yeah.
Sir, what is how does the snake this picture relate to the shloka?
Okay. Do you know this story of Kalinga Sarpa and Shri Krishna?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell that
Yes,
story
sir.
very briefly?
Sir, in a river there were snakes called Kalinga, which were really poisonous and could kill people. Then once Krishna and his friends were playing the game, and they were playing near the sea, so they were playing ball. Then Krishna by mistakenly threw the without being aware, he threw it into the sea. Then what happens is his friend simply tells like you only threw, so you only go and drink. So then he doesn't know that Krishna will even dare to do that. So then he'll think Krishna won't go. But what happens is Krishna goes and all the other friends will be scolding the one who told Krishna to go. Then what happens is Krishna goes in the water and everybody gets tensed, and even Yasho, what happens to Yasho? Then she sees some blood coming out. Then she thinks that it's Krishna's blood, and she almost fainted. Then everybody realizes that it is the blood of the snake, not Krishna's, and they see him dancing on all the serpents.
Excellent. So here the story, how it relates to us. So the water is like our mind. The snakes are the tendencies in the mind which are of negative nature. Arrogance, anger, jealousy, all are like the negative qualities, the poison in our mind. And when the poisonous thoughts are there, the mind can get poisonous. Then when the mind gets poisonous, the body and all around us, our own body and all around us, they all suffer. That's the beginning stage. Like when Krishna threw the ball into the river, because till then people used to be afraid of going to the river. So with such a person whose mind is full of negative thoughts, anger, irritation, jealousy, people avoid going to them. Ayo, let's not go to that person. He gets angry very easily. Ayo, if you talk anything to that person, he talks only negatively. Let's not go to that person. Ayo, if you go to that person, they will only talk bad about others. Let's not go to that person. So negative qualities in the mind only repel others. They send others away because nobody likes negative qualities. So how to get out of that is to realize your own Krishna nature. So your own Krishna, Krishnatva, the God nature in you is the nature of peace, forgiveness, kindness, helpfulness, energy. All of that is represented as Krishna. So when Krishna went into the river, then Krishna could not be killed. Krishna was dancing above the serpents. Kalinga Mardana. So all the demonic qualities in the mind, they go away. How? By realizing your true nature. By realizing that you have the nature of the God, which is peace, kindness, helpfulness, courage. All of these are your true nature. So when you bring out your true nature, naturally the demonic qualities, the Kalinga Sarpa, will vanish away. That's why this picture. Is that clear to Namit?
Yes, sir.
Any other question?
No, sir.
Very nice. Does anyone else have any question on this shloka and what we have discussed so far? If no one has a question, let's now hear your understanding. Starting with Namit.
Sir, so I understood that the qualities which truly damages from a beautiful human being to a person who is stressed and thinks that life is just like hell. So these are the qualities which destroy us, like hypocrisy. We are telling something and we are doing something. And nobody then it's also like we are putting like you told. Nobody wants to go to the. Nobody likes negative qualities. So they want the same way they won't like a person who is hypocritic. So they won't go to him or her. So the person itself is putting a boundary from the other person. And arrogance, then he thinks that he is greater and he is supreme, and others are just smaller than him or her. So and anger also, because like if you get angry, people get scared. People then when people get scared, they don't normally want to face that. If I get scared of doing something, I just feel like, oh, I should not do that. So anger also puts a boundary from the other person. And also harshness. If we are very rude, the same way as anger, everybody will get scared and will not talk to us and will talk to us very less. And the most important thing is ignorance. We are very ignorant and feel like people are simply talking some rubbish. If they advise something, like we are not taking even a little bit of it, and we are like, I know I don't need their advice. So that is the main thing that destroys us. And actually all these can destroy us because like you told, many of them were not going to the sea, which represents the mind, the mind with negative qualities. So whoever has this quality, other people won't go near them. So we should not have these qualities. These are the qualities which truly destroy us not physically but mentally, which is more worse.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Even physically, because out of anger, people can do a lot of wrong things. Out of anger, they can kill others. They can hurt others.
Yeah.
Wonderful, Namit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
What about Bhuvan? What did Bhuvan understand?
Sir, I need to leave. Can I leave?
Okay, Namit.
Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om.
Yes, Prabhuji. Actually, I understood that qualities of a person who are like demons, like who have a nature of demons. So they will get more anger and they will ignore a lot, and they might harm people, or they might kill sometimes if they get more anger. So hypocrisy means
Bhuvan? Are you there, Bhuvan? Okay, looks like some connection issue with Bhuvan. We'll continue. Swarup, can you please share your understanding?
yes, sir, can you hear me now?
Ha, Bhuvan, please continue.
Yes, Prabhuji. So hypocrisy means target a person, target person to do something or not. So more ignorance is also very bad. So this shows that not to be not to be in demon's nature and come out of that and be in Krishna's path.
Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Swarup?
Yes, sir. So I understood that we must do what we tell. Like we must not tell that we'll do this and we must not lie.
Very
So,
nice.
like if we tell people that like anything we must we should not lie to them.
Excellent. Then?
That's it, sir.
Wonderful. And you can look at other qualities. Yeah, by giving a negative quality, Sri Krishna is actually showing us what are the right qualities to develop.
Yes, sir.
Hypocrisy is a negative quality, demonic quality. But truthfulness, if I say something, if I make a promise, I do my best to keep it. And what I say, I do, is the positive quality. Arrogance, and the other side of it is humility. So like that, each of the negative quality he is showing in the shloka so that we can actually focus on our divine quality.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice, Farouk. Thank you very much. What about Manya?
Yeah, so Vijayji, like from the very beginning, there are 4 yugas: Satya Yuga and Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. In all of these yugas, we've seen that there are battles or wars between the good and the evil. So in Satya Yuga, it was like 2 different worlds, like the Swarga Loka and the Patala Loka. They both used to fight the war between good and evil. Then for the next yuga, which is Treta Yuga, it was like where it's in the same world, but 2 different kingdoms, like a war between Rama and Ravana. So the 2 different countries or 2 different kingdoms. So they both are fighting between for good and evil. For the Dwapara Yuga, it was a war of good and evil between the same family members, like the war between Pandavas and Kauravas, in which Krishna took the side of Pandavas. So it's again between good and evil. But then in Kali Yuga, the good and bad resides in the same person. So in me, there are all good qualities, and so equally there are bad qualities when I'm born. But then like we have to identify as we grow older and older the bad qualities which may be in us, and we may be aware and we might not be aware of it. But then it is the shloka teaches us to identify those qualities and then to try to go for the opposite, that is for the divine qualities, to transform ourselves into a more divine person and try to be more Krishna conscious. like, and because that will help us reach Lord Krishna faster.
Very nice. Excellent. Does Atish or Manaswini want to share anything?
Sir, I understood that we should not, sir, we should do according to what we said, sir. Sir, we should not, we should not do something else when we say something.
Wonderful. Keep the promise. It's very important. We speak words of truth and we keep the promise. Very nice. Thank you, Atish. Yes, Manya, you want to share something more?
I think Nitesh wants to share something.
Yes, Nitesh, please tell.
ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಬೈಬಾರ್ದು, ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೊಡಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಕ್ಷಸ ಗುಣ.
ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ ಗುಣ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರಾಕ್ಷಸ ಗುಣ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ ಗುಣ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು? ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಗುಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ?
ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ.
ಯಾವ್ದು ಅವೆಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಗಿಡ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ, ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ನೀರಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಣಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
ನೀರ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಅದು ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ. ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ನಾಯಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಅಂತ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
ಊಟ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು.
ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್, ಅದು ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣಗಳು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟೀಚರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅದು ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ. ನಾಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಇವತ್ತೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು?
ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್, ನೋಡಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ದೇವ್ರ ಗುಣ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್ ನಿತೇಶ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್, ವೆರಿ ನೈಸ್. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to say or ask? Okay, then we will end our today's session.